had a pretty good day.
You want to elaborate on that?
Huh?
You want to elaborate a little more on that?
Well, yeah, it went pretty good. Didn't use. Just a good day.
It's always a positive.
Was that blonde lady there that was hitting on me when I went?
I didn't see her today.
She's probably getting divorced or something. Busy. Just having fun.
You coming back next Sunday?
No.
You want to go? You go?
Marnie said she would go.
I work Sundays, so I can't.
You would love it. It's actually quite entertaining. Well, not like, oh, I'm watching people and I'm entertained, but like, I've been in churches where it's just, and it was kind of weird at first because I'm like, how is this talking? They got like this dude. He looked like a little person version of our friend Joey, your friend Joey, little person, and he's like holding this microphone on a stick. He's like shoved it in people's faces, and they're like answering questions, and I'm like, what is going on? And then I realized it was like Bible study or something almost, but they just kind of all do it together, which was kind of like we would have way too much fun with it, Chris. We would be like giving wrong answers just because we thought it was funny. Yes. Like I was like, oh, I want to answer this so bad. They're like, what do you think this meant? I'm like,
sitting on your hands so you can't raise them.
Yeah,
perks up like a gopher.
Yeah. We would be. Do they have such things, Tyrone, as church clowns? It's like class clown, but like the church.
No, I don't think so. But probably so. But I don't think so.
What would happen if Chris and I were there? And they were like, so what do you think Jesus meant by give the best stock to the sacrifice?
Oh, well.
Ooh, Chris. Let me put the microphone
stock?
In your face.
Chicken stock, like the ones you buy at the store in the cardboard box, and you peel a little label off the top and you dump it in. That's the stock we're talking about?
Ooh, I got one.
Go ahead.
Oh, does it mean like the one with the tightest...
Excuse me?
Lip.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, Chris.
The Dow Jones.
Oh. What would they say, Tyrone?
Oh, man, it might kick y'all out.
You think they would? They would deny us Jehovah?
No, well.
Kick us out?
Wouldn't that mean we would need to get closer to Jehovah?
Right, but these boys need Jehovah.
Or would they say, you know what, Catholic Church down the road, oh, you want to go hang out with the Lutherans over there?
Yeah, they might give you a choice.
Really?
I think it's about choices.
Yeah.
So I have one today.
This could be a bet payoff one day. Church with Tyrone, and here's the things you must say. Have fun.
You know what? As long as it's not like
Dyeing your hair.
Shit, I would never do that. You kidding me? Swearing or saying any sexual relationships.
Well, what if you were... Well, earlier we had sexual relationship talk.
You pressed the button.
I almost didn't get that out of my mouth in time.
Sounds like it was a bad day for you then.
Well, no, because we were talking about, I think, desserts and stuff. I mean, and that, to some people, like the gentlemen that were sitting next to us, probably thought, well, this is some sexual stuff going on. But we were just talking about desserts.
Sticky buns.
I asked if you like cream pies.
I said, what did I say I liked?
I think you said you're more of a ding-dong guy.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I would take you more for like a sticky buns.
Mm-hmm. And I think I said, see where you're coming from.
Yeah, and I was like, if you really like it, you can get a glazed honey bun.
Ooh.
and just that glaze all over the honey buns. But
all over all the honey's buns.
You get the ones with the white cream icing on top. But, you know, I mean, but yeah, some people, if they were heard that, would be like, oh my God, these guys are so disgusting. But, I mean, we knew what we were doing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we always
totally
do.
intentional.
We always know what we're doing.
Yeah,
we're in total control.
But it was PG, but it wasn't.
It was it was PG, completely.
If we did that in church, Tyrone, would they say something to us? Or would they not even know those terms of sexuality stuff because they're Jehovah's?
Would he whack you with the big microphone stick? Would he do that?
Would he shove that big black hard mic right in your face? See, stuff like that.
It could happen, but I ain't never seen it happen. It's always the first time.
You think
I'll
they
bet
whip
there
it?
is.
Like, oh, he's going to answer another question. Whop! Just right in the face.
Right in the mouth hole.
Wow.
You chipped a tooth, pal.
What do you think they would do, Tyrone, if they were putting in the microphone, coming up to my face, and I did the old switcherooski, and I turned and put it right into the little midget on my neck, and then said, "Oh," and then grabbed it. So I'm sorry, that's real contagious, by the way. You think they would switch mics, or what do you think they would do, Tyrone?
Oh man, they might.
Spray with some.
Wow, that's a hard one there.
Thanks, I appreciate it,
I don't know what they would do.
Tyrone. I appreciate you knowing that.
We get actually soft to get hard.
Yeah, we do.
Where's our? I get it. Never mind.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
it was a hard one.
I got it. Yep.
Tyrone's playing the game with us, but he doesn't. He
Perfect,
knew it.
because I almost broke my rule there. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
Yeah. But I can't believe I tried to do that. Sometimes, I feel like that guy on the TV just went face first in the dirt.
watching a little ridiculousness.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What do you think about this show, Tyrone? Is this a recovery? You think this helps people in recovery?
Yeah, well, yeah. It shows how people get messed up and don't go back and do it again. Like going back and forth to treatment. Don't do that trick no more.
You just tell people don't go back to treatment?
No, he means like don't go out and screw up. If you think you're gonna try and do that trick over again, with your drug,
Ah, I gotcha.
you're gonna fail.
I gotcha.
So basically, learn how to do. I don't know if I could break that one down good.
Oh, because I'm smarter than that. Because we all do. We're like, man, I can control this one day.
Yeah.
That was something that I always had in my back pocket that I never told anybody. I mean, I was fooling myself really, and that was the only harm I was doing was to myself. But I would think, well, in 5 years, I can drink again in 5 years. Especially if I can go 5 years without having a drink, I can take a weekend and just get drunk. Every maybe I'll just rent a hotel room or wherever. I'll just go be alone for the weekend and I'll just get drunk myself.
Right. Number one, I think like one of the things they say, like getting drunk by yourself is such a problem there. Yeah, so if you're just gonna sneak off and have a couple, by yourself, it's not gonna be a couple. I know where a couple's gonna lead me, and I might as well just try and jump off that cliff.
See, that makes sense. But I thought he was saying at first, don't go back to treatment. But that does make sense. Don't keep trying to do that same thing over again.
Don't keep trying to trick yourself.
So
Saying that you can do something that you know you can't do.
You right?
okay,
I'm picking up what Tyrone's putting down.
so you would classify ridiculousness as a show that could help people just by, hey, look, don't do stupid stuff because you're going to get hurt.
Right.
What about Naked and Afraid, Tyrone? That is a show that I think you have a hot opinion about.
Oh man, Naked and Afraid. Oh man, I don't know.
It's not your favorite show?
No, it's not my favorite show. No.
On a 1 to 10, how would you rank it? 10 being the best.
Oh, one.
1.
I'd say it's a negative 10.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? So, I just truly, I think that there's a lot better things to watch than naked people walking around on TV. Like either with snow up to your junk, literally, or, with a scorpion wandering around your junk, literally. I mean, I'm not really hip to watching anybody get their own pain. I experienced my own without being naked on the
So,
streets.
Mr. Winfield, if you had a chance to go on the show, would you go on?
On Naked and Afraid?
Yeah.
No, I would go on Survivor, though. I'd win Survivor.
Survivor have clothes on.
Yeah, perfect. Nobody wants to see me run around there naked. Naked.
Naked?
What about you, Tyrone? What if they paid you
Oh no, I don't think I would go on naked. No,
$30,000, Tyrone?
no, you got ants and bugs. they might go in the wrong hole.
Well, which one would be the right hole, Tyrone?
Oh man, there's no right hole.
There's no right hole for an ant to get in.
Well, Felicia's just loving you up in Van Buren County Jail.
She hasn't sent me an email for money.
Felicia?
Yeah. Oh, she listens. She knows.
Yeah, she knows now.
Okay. Besides,
eyeing Tyrone now.
well, the thing about that is Tyrone knows how to say no nowadays.
That's right. You gotta know how to say no.
No.
Tyrone, you're single, right?
Yep.
So
You're gonna ask me because I'm ready to say it correctly. I think.
I'm not single anymore.
I'm not single.
What about you, Chris? Are you single?
I'm not.
I'll ask you later. And see, when you get that quick response, though, when you've been asked in the past,
I've had to explain that to people. That when people ask me questions, I just go, And the old, I'm not single. I have to slow down my responses to some things because I just, that verbal diarrhea we call it. I call it. God, that hurt. That was face first in the concrete.
if I'll give you a little trick. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we're watching. This is ridiculous. I'm not watching that one.
That's
not watching that one. No, if you're walking with somebody, like say your girlfriend's walking with you, and Tyrone, we'll just pretend it's Kenny, and like you just want them to like just shut up or maybe stop. If you have them answer questions that they have to like think about, like the math problem earlier, like what's 177, and figure it out, or count down from 100 backwards in multiples of 7 or 4.
Oh God, that's terrible.
They will stop because your
Stop
brain
actually physically walking.
Yes, because your brain will have to like. Now, if she's walking with you and pissed off at you, she's going to tell you to shut up anyway and not even attempt to do this. But
okay,
yeah, try it one time and you just be like, "I must see if Corey's right," and you're like, "Damn it, he was right again."
Well, I mean,
but I didn't come up with that. That's just
9 out of 10 times. I'll give you that. 9 out of 10.
And that's a pretty good number. Hey, I like it. He's not kidding.
Right.
And Tyrone, I've been right a couple of times with you.
How to approach people on the phone. You get
That was awesome, though.
that was probably one of my better mornings waking up. That was outstanding. I tell you what, Tyrone, that's someone's daughter. That's someone's daughter.
I don't give
a shit.
Yeah, he was so mad he couldn't. It's frustrating. We've talked about this in previous podcasts, but it's so frustrating sometimes when you're dealing with insurance people or Medicaid, Medicare, whatever. It's just you're getting a runaround and you just want an answer to this question, and it's frustrating. But Tyrone, just yelling and MF and this and that, and I was like, oh my gosh! And then he hangs up, and I was like, Tyrone, I hope that was a man you were speaking to. He's like, no. It's a woman. And I was like, oh.
Man.
I was like, that's someone's daughter, man. I was like, she's just trying to do her job on a Monday, bro. And like, she got your grumpy ass yelling at her. And I was
I
like,
had no problem with Tyrone didn't have no chocolate milk that day.
oh. But even since then, though, I mean, Tyrone, he's been a pretty chill dude, but he's come a long way since he first came in the house, too, into sober living. I mean, we've all grown. I mean, it's just what happens naturally.
Look at your neck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Your neck could be okay.
I'm sorry.
But we all grown, though.
We have. I was even saying the other day, I was talking to Jerry, and I was saying how you gave props to one of the guys in the house. Because, he's working on issues. And the last person I think that you would have, said, you're doing a good job, you said to that person. You were like, you're working on something. Because in the last month, you've been reacting different to situations. And so we're all, what is it? The original three of the originals left. Oh man, yeah, it's insane, man. Just to think that, and one of these days, I'm worried.
Yep, I was looking at the picture today. I was showing.
I know, right?
I was showing it to Ryan. Ain't nobody left in that picture but me and you.
And Brendan's one of them.